I changed the locks and my sister slept in her car. My sister Dana called me in June crying, saying her landlord was selling the building and she had nowhere to go. She's 34, 2 years older than me. I've got a spare room since my grandma left me her house last year. So I said, come stay. 2 weeks, get back on your feet. She showed up with 3 suitcases and a boyfriend I'd never met named Rick. The first month was fine, I guess. Then it stopped being 2 weeks. Dana didn't look for apartments. She'd sleep till noon, leave dishes everywhere. And when I brought up rent, she'd laugh and go, you don't even pay a mortgage, relax. Rick started keeping a toothbrush in my bathroom. Then his gym bag. Then his Xbox was wired into my TV. I sat her down in August. I said, Dana, honestly, I need a timeline. This was supposed to be temporary. She got this look. Wow, grandma's not even cold and you're already counting the days till you throw out your own family. That threw me. Grandma passed almost a year ago, but Dana said it like a weapon, and I backed off because I felt like garbage. Things got weirder after that. I'd come home from work and neighbors I barely knew would give me these tight little smiles. My aunt texted, hope you two are working things out. Working what out? Then my cousin called and said, I just want to hear your side, okay? Dana's really struggling. I said, my side of what? Long pause. She said grandma always meant for the house to be split, and that you changed the will while she was sick. My stomach dropped. I never touched anything. Grandma left me the house because I was the one driving her to chemo for 2 years while Dana didn't return calls. But apparently for months, Dana had been telling the whole family a different story, quietly, one phone call at a time. I went home and there was mail on the counter, opened, addressed to Dana at my address. A letter from a lawyer. She'd been building a case, establishing that she lived here, that she had an ownership interest. Rick stuff, her suitcases, the toothbrush. It wasn't laziness. It was residency. I didn't say anything that night. I just went to my room and sat with it. The next morning was a Saturday. Dana was out getting brunch with Rick. I called a locksmith and had every lock changed by 11 a.m. Then I put her 3 suitcases, Rick's Xbox, and every bag they owned neatly on the front porch. I texted her one line, you need to find somewhere else. Your stuff's outside. She called 11 times. I answered the 12th. Are you serious right now? You're locking out your own sister? I saw the lawyer's letter, Dana. Dead silence. Then she pivoted so fast it made me dizzy. That letter doesn't mean anything. I was just exploring options. Grandma would be disgusted with you. Grandma left me a voicemail 3 days before she died telling me to take care of the house. I still have it. Want me to play it for the family group chat? She hung up. She came by that night with Rick and demanded I let her in to talk. I stood in the doorway. She tried the door handle like the new key would magically be hers. It wasn't. Rick said, man, this is low. I said, you've got a whole gym bag in that pile, Rick. Take it. Dana screamed that she had nowhere to go, that I was throwing her onto the street. I said, you had 2 weeks. You spent them lying to mom's whole side of the family and hiring a lawyer. You don't get to be homeless at me. She said, I am not leaving. I'll sit right here on this porch all night. That's your choice. She didn't sit on the porch. She and Rick loaded everything into her Corolla in the driveway, and she reclined the front seat and slept there, right under my grandmother's kitchen window, with the interior light on so I'd see her. Rick left around midnight in an Uber. At 7 a.m., I opened the door and set a travel mug of coffee on the top step. Not for peace. Just so nobody could ever say I didn't. She rolled the window down and hissed, blood is blood. I said, you made me the villain to 20 people before you made me the guy who changed a lock. I'm just catching up to the story you already told. Then I went inside and played grandma's voicemail for the family group chat. Dana's still parked in the driveway. The lawyer dropped her 3 days ago.